Well, if you don't, who am I going to watch it with?
They've got 900 numbers for that.
They're going to kill you, by the way.
I've been trying to get 1990s Drew Barrymore to watch this show with me, but she keeps hanging up. Doesn't she know she's in the opening scene of Scream? Hi, and welcome back to Scorpion Island. I am, of course, dressed as Waldo, and this is where we watch a kids show from the late 2000s that invented both scorpions and islands. Sting and Claw are still fighting to acquire more team members, and with 7 kids still in limbo, both are very eager to come out on top. Last time, Olivia from Sting was able to proudly show off her balls before Ayla could, and because of that, they won Lachlan, meaning they're leading again with 5 against Claw's 4. Unfortunately, Ayla has taken the loss quite personally.
Ayla was feeling a bit upset with herself.
I felt bad because I let down our team.
Meanwhile, Sting doesn't even care.
Well, we're going swimming.
We've got everything that we could in a day. It's great. It's so much fun.
Sting is very happy right now. In fact, they're always happy, as long as they're winning.
We're back in the lead. We're back on top where Sting needs to be.
Where Sting needs to be. Interesting. This is something that's quite common with every member on that team, except for maybe Anna. She actually doesn't seem that fussed about winning, which is cool. Even Tara has noticed the common element amongst their members.
Team Sting, they hate to lose. They're very, very competitive.
It was on the second episode that they had lost for the first time, which is all good and all, but the way Cameron looks afterwards, you'd think that someone had burnt down his house and made him watch. Will Lachlan be another one of those Sting members? We'll have to see later, but with him gone from Limbo, no one is left to dispute Oliver's leadership now. We see him as a de facto leader once more, as the Limbo captives are tasked to build a makeshift bridge so they can carry a torch over this softly flowing creek. They build the bridge and are able to get over the water pretty easily. What they're not able to get over is each other's personalities. See, I really like that. I think you should clap.
That might be too much.
That's sinking.
In previous episodes, the tension in Limbo was mainly around the role of leadership. However, for some reason, everyone is now completely done with anyone else's shit just in general.
Okay.
One person would decide a really good idea, another person would be doing something totally different.
It's floating away.
They visually show us this through the use of this wooden plank that should be a part of the bridge, but is delicately drifting away with the current.
Concentrate on this, otherwise we're not going to pass.
Alex and Jack in particular seem to be, as the kids say, beefing.
Me and Alex are really clashing together.
Me and Jack don't particularly get on that well.
I don't know what their grievances were with each other, but safe to say that the ship was not running smoothly during the entire experience. Or should I say that the bridge was being close to burnt? I'll stop. I like how curt Livy is when shutting them up as well.
Alex, will you stop making horrible comments, and Jack, don't wind him up neither.
Unlike Lachlan, Livy was unsuccessful in her very first attempt at escaping Limbo, but with Oliver, the two have managed to find a strange case of happenstance. We've completed 3 challenges so far, and 3 is the lowest number you need to create any sort of pattern, so it's no mystery as to why one has emerged now. They've found that in every one of the 3 past Limbo challenges, the members of the losing team have been white. No, wait. No, I got that wrong. The members have been a part of the white team. That sounds more right. Sorry, that was my mistake.
Livy is convinced that if you wear a white helmet in the games, you're guaranteed to fail.
White has never won a challenge yet, so
When you're stung white, it's a bit of a jinx and you'll lose.
Yes, Oliver's blunder in the first episode was on the white team. Alex and his jelly legs were on white after that, and there was no chance the white could win last time thanks to Jack swinging around and doing nothing for the first 20 seconds of the challenge. At this point, the blue team has won easily every single time. It'll be interesting how it affects who gets picked this time as we return back to...
The Stone of Selection.
This is what happened at the Stone of Selection last night.
So who really is desperate to join the team? Kai.
They always ask the kids how desperate they are to get out of Limbo. And personally, I think it'd be really funny if Kai just answered with, "Nah, I actually quite like being in neither team, and Limbo was quite comfortable, thank you." Instead, he says what they usually all say.
It's much better in there, and in Limbo it's not very nice.
As the kids put their hands in the stone once more, we're able to find out who will be the cursed ones for today. One of them, unfortunately, is Lizzy, so I hope that she's able to believe in herself. Alex is also stung the wrong colour, and they're both joined by Kai. Over on the winning team, we have Amy, Lizzy, and Oliver. Well, you see, this is the first time Oliver has ever been picked for the blue team. This is a real chance to prove himself.
I've performed in 2 challenges and lost them both. I didn't convert the other 2 to wins, so...
Third time looking.
Yeah, I hope so.
The challenge for this episode is called Above and Beyond, but I'm going to call it We Actively Hate Jack and Hope He Never Leaves Limbo. Sorry, it's just that he was the only limbo captive not picked, and I love making things really personal. Pretty simple game. Each team has a limited amount of time to match every scorpion color together on these puzzle boards.
There are 2 mysterious puzzle boards.
Oh, sorry. Mysterious puzzle boards. Ooh. Fastest team to complete the puzzle board wins.
You could be chosen for their team. Can you see any weaknesses around you?
I really like this bit here. Okay, Oliver, take one look at the white team and tell me who sucks and exactly why you hate them. And remember, please use specifics.
Alex is, well, he's very quick to be argumentative with people in some challenges.
Yeah.
Alex actually agrees with what Oliver says about him, and we even saw it ourselves a bit earlier when they were building the bridge. And yes, I would fear an argumentative person, if I weren't already fearing a man who knows his own flaws more. What does Alex think that Oliver lacks in return?
Can you see any weaknesses?
Not particularly that I can think of.
Fruitful. Ooh, I've got one. Oliver doesn't know that you're not supposed to look at the camera. See? He's doing it right now. Hosts are only allowed to do that. Doesn't he know the rules? Before the Limbo Challenge actually begins, what exactly are Sting and Claw looking for in those competing?
Right, Claw. Jake, first of all, you're surrounded by girls.
Stop mentioning that, you monster! I honestly feel like JK is trying to spite him at this point.
Would you like a guy in your team, maybe?
Yeah.
With more members, Sting can be a little less desperate with their preferences. Last time they were looking for someone with character?
I think we need lots of character in our limbo.
Whatever that is, but I guess they thought Lachlan had some, given they picked him. So, what are they looking for this time?
Brain power could be one thing that we could improve on.
Brain power. Could improve on brain power with the team that has more members. Did Olivia just inadvertently call everyone on Sting dumb? Doesn't matter. Time to see the captives perform. Team Blue is up first.
1, go!
Alright, Lizzy almost died, but after that, they're off to a pretty good start. First match happened rather quickly. A few more seconds go by and they've been able to match another 2.
White Scorpion! White Scorpion match!
Oliver's good. Oliver is communicating well and he's being really loud.
Yes, Oliver is being very loud right now. When you've not only lost once, but twice before, it's hard not to fill your voice with desperation when the chance shows itself again.
I feel that in the next challenge, it's always the next challenge.
For the first time, it seems, both Sting and Claw are finally noticing him.
Ollie's trying really hard and shouting to Lizzy really loud.
He seems to have picked himself up.
Tara notices Lizzy's strategy of not opening the bottom line of doors at all, while Amy has now joined in on loudly shouting all those colours.
Black Scorpion! Black Scorpion match!
They manage to find all matches before the time runs out. Sting's mic peaks, which they tried to hide, but I'm better than that, and Lizzy is brought back down to earth. What did she think of that experience? Was it enjoyable?
It was one in a lifetime opportunity to do that, and that was really, really fantastic. That was like the greatest experience of my life.
Okay. Not just enjoyable, world-changing. Anyway, now the whites have their turn. I don't really know why Kai wasn't sent up in this challenge because he has said on 3 different occasions that he's good with heights.
I'm really sporty. I love heights and I'm good with heights.
Also, does anyone think that he kind of looks like Bran Stark from the early seasons of Game of Thrones?
Come on, open them!
Little Alex is backseat gaming while Sammy offers some support.
Go on, Livy.
Livy didn't hear that.
There really is no time to waste here.
I hope this team doesn't. She's trying.
They actually put footage of little Alex besmirching the white team in this episode. Perhaps the real white curse is that when you're on that team, everyone expects you to be terrible, and it just seeps into your performance.
So I can't come on. The other team did so much better. I hope this team doesn't win because, well, they aren't very good.
This is a bad start for the whites.
Calm down, it's been half a minute. White team probably heard all of this slander and spirit since immediately after this, Alex starts shouting much like Oliver before him.
Don't bring Scorpion! Match!
Cameron is the first person to say anything positive during the entire round.
Alex seems to be, he wants it, you can hear it in his voice.
I guess being loud is the same as great communication.
Brilliant work. That's a run of 4 in a row.
Check that out, 4 in a row. First impressions are sometimes completely wrong, even to the point where little Alex has a change of heart and also has something positive to say. Although it sounds like he's being sarcastic and also is being totally Wazowski'd by the graphic here.
Yeah, she does. She's got a very good mind.
Needless to say, the mood towards this team does a complete 180.
They picked up some pace.
At this point, Livy is telling Alex which scorpions to shout out.
Do yellow again! What? Do yellow again!
White also finishes all of the matches before the time runs out, so now it's all up to who completed their totally mysterious and most unorthodox puzzle board first. Even though it's very obvious who's going to win thanks to the aforementioned curse and also Oliver's lack of chill, the host really makes this simmer.
I'm crossing everything.
Oliver looks very much in pain.
I can tell you that one group of captives did it in 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
Come on, it's blue. Has to be blue. White's cursed and everyone, including the hosts, thought that they were idiots. Just put them out of their misery. It's
White.
Dude, what?
How frustrating for Oliver.
Lizzy looks a bit disappointed. Amy is smiling for the other team. But Oliver looks like someone just told him that his favorite song doesn't slap. It isn't the worst thing in the world. You're not physically hurt in any way, but man, is it painful. Oh man, the guy can't even crack a smile. But at least with this one, the legend himself, Alex, is now on the winning team and in the running to join Sting or Claw. And when he joins one of those teams, they'll win immediately. No contest. I'm being serious. So out of Livy, Kai, and Alex, who is Sting going to pick? They won the last challenge, so they get first choice.
We've made a decision on one person, and that's Kai.
Oh, come on, really? I mean, it's fine. It's just that Claw has chosen him twice already, so it would be funny if after all that he'd end up with Sting. But you know what this means? It leaves Alex completely available for Claw.
Our decision has been Livy.
What is going on right now? I mean, Livy seems to be a great person, but you all agreed you wanted another boy.
Well, I think we do need a couple of more boys.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I don't know what's up with this team. Alex is a total unit. You guys are seriously missing out on his height advantage. I meant that as a joke last time, but seriously, he is easily taller than Kai and Livy. During the Sting and Claw round, the game remains basically the same, only except this time, the person who's high up trying to match the Scorpions has to do it with slimy eggs. So it would definitely take longer to complete than it did with the Limbo captives. Sting is up first, with Olivia up high and Lachlan and Anna down below. Cameron watches on while little Alex gets Wazowski'd by the graphic again. I kind of feel like the editor of the show just doesn't like him.
Blue Scorpion!
The first bit from Olivia sounds 80-yard in, strangely enough, but they get their first colour match pretty quickly. As the game goes on, Olivia not only learns to shout, but she also forgets that she's supposed to leave the door to the matched colours open.
Black Scorpion match!
But what is she doing? If that door had stayed shut, this challenge could have got messy.
She gets 2 matches after that, but you can really see how the slime added to the eggs really slow them down. Check out this bit.
White Scorpion! White Scorpion!
Light Green Scorpion, no match!
Wasn't even a match. After getting another 2 in a row, one of which being a lucky fluke, Olivia completely forgets that she saw the second red scorpion, and this leads to a whole string of no matches. They try again,
Red Scorpion!
and it isn't a match.
Orange Scorpion, no match!
For a third time, Olivia is unable to remember where that red scorpion is located, an elusive little bugger. And for a fourth time, they're still unable to match it, but Lachlan is quickly able to help her match an orange scorpion instead.
Sting have only got 1 match in the last 10 attempts.
Idiots. I'm kidding, they get 3 matches after this. After a few more matches, Anna once again shouts, Red Scorpion, the 5th time they've tried to match that colour, and Olivia finally matches it. However, that's the exact moment the time also runs out.
The barrel's up, she's down.
Red Scorpion match!
It doesn't count, and that's objectively hilarious. After finishing, Olivia is weirdly down because they weren't able to finish the board entirely.
I feel disappointed. That wasn't good enough today.
Once again, Sting being unreasonably frustrated at the slightest of disappointments, but Lachlan is much cheerier, saying they did
Fantastic.
Meanwhile, Anna is looking like she could be anywhere else.
Now let's see what Claw can do.
Like the previous episode, Ayla is up high doing the same job Olivia was doing for Sting, with Sammy and Jake down below.
It's a slow start from Claw. They're not quite getting the communication right at the moment.
Hey, JK, hold your mouth right, please. You remember what happened with the white team not however minutes ago it was? Have a little faith.
Black Scorpion! Black Scorpion match!
It does seem that Claw is taking a slower route here, but they get their first match eventually. Ayla is having trouble with the doors as well, sure, but I've had sandwiches longer than it took Sting to get some of their matches.
Yellow, White Scorpion, no match!
Okay, I believe they can do it, okay?
Yellow Scorpion! Black Green Scorpion, no match!
They slowly get 2 more matches, and then another one after another few misses. They're able to find their first red scorpion while also getting other matches on the board as well. Given the calmer timbre of how Claw is doing this, JK doesn't have a lot to go off when it comes to live commentary, so he spends the entire time reminding us that if Claw wins, they free a limbo captive. something that should be well established by now. He also reassures us that Ayla only has a limited amount of time to make all her matches. Not just once, by the way, but twice.
Now remember, when the water runs out of that barrel, Ayla will come down to the ground and they will have to stop their challenge.
We know, JK. You told us that a minute ago. While that happens, Claw calmly finds their second red scorpion, which proves that it wasn't that difficult, not naming any names. But before long, Ayla finds herself falling back down and the time running out. Ayla is a bit more positive about her performance, even thinking that the two scores are going to end up in a tie. Interesting theory. Tell us, JK, was it a tie?
One team managed to match up 10 scorpions. The other team managed to match up 13 scorpions.
Okay, I gotta look this up. Alright. 10, 13. Okay, I'm 99% sure this is not a tie. And given that JK is going to drag out saying who won for dramatic effect, I'm going to go have a drink of water while he does it.
The team that matched 13 scorpions is...
Fuck.
H2O. H2O.
Sting!
Oh. They're already in the lead. I really wanted to see Ayla happy for once, man. That is really, really disappointing. And they also chose Kai as their captive, didn't they?
Hi! You're free from limbo!
Oh, I completely forgot about that. No, Kai was meant for Claw. Claw has chosen him twice now, and you're telling me after all that, he's on Sting?
I can officially announce that Kai is not a power player.
I'm glad he's not a power player. Could you imagine them having another power player? Claw may as well forfeit the series altogether at that point. Anna has spent her entire time slightly moving to the right, while this shot of Claw has been consistent since the second episode. As we come back to the island campfire, Sting has so many members, they've got a second row.
We've got 6 members and it's all going our way.
No one cares, Olivia. Claw found their second red scorpion. They're better than you. While Kai talks about how there's been 2 times he could have escaped but didn't, Jake is literally in the foreground, and this lingers on for a while.
I've already been in the final twice and I've seen 2 people leave limbo and I wasn't happy.
This is a kid's game show. Why does this one shot have more artistic merit than some actual movies I've seen in theaters? The creators knew what they were doing here. This man wanted one thing. And Sting has it. Sting's next team captain is Anna. A bit weird because she's already been captain before, whereas someone like Cameron hasn't ever. But it's a similar tune with Claw as well, where Jake passes his seemingly missing sideways cap onto Jake.
Says Jake. This is the 3rd time now.
I guess the island campfire has preferences.
How do you feel about that?
Really, really nervous.
With the episode coming to a close, I just hope that another loss doesn't cause Ayla to doubt herself even more. But I've also noticed something in this episode that was rather fishy. Come closer. No, closer than that. Thank you. I believe there's a bit of a conspiracy. That time limit that the teams had while matching Scorpion colors wasn't set on a specific unit. How long did Sting and Claw have? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 20 minutes? Well, that's because the challenge didn't have an actual time limit. The time would finish as soon as this tank emptied the adventurer's weight in water. And while Sting and Claw competed, there were 2 things you didn't really see. Little Alex at all, because he wasn't tall enough, and the time that was passing, unlike the limbo round. We don't know exactly how long Sting and Claw performed for, and like last episode, Olivia and Ayla were in the exact same role. And like last episode, Sting managed to win, so I have to ask, do Ayla and Olivia look like they're the same size to you? Olivia would be heavier, right? I'm not being crazy. That would give Sting more time, right? Right? Was this fixed?
It's all going our way.
I can't really say for sure. All I know is that 6 kids still remain in limbo, so many more challenges are still ahead. And I'll see you next time as Sting and Claw take turns wrecking these electric scooters. Until then, I'm gonna go try and convince 1990s Drew Barrymore to watch this show with me. She'll cave in eventually, they always do. Goodbye. Look, I gotta tell you, it's an amazing show. No, I don't want to hang up. No, I'm not going to hang up. Next time on Scorpion Island, Anna is asked to kill one of her teammates.
Only one more. Only one.
A strange being is found talking to one of the hosts, and Oliver poisons whatever it is inside the Stone of Selection for revenge.